What's up YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And for today's video, ban list predictions. So with YCS Charlotte now in the record books and we move towards YCS Hartford, there's a lot of different there are at least 5 different decks that Konami definitely needs to hit when it comes to the potential summer 2022 format. And if you guys remember the last ban list we did, it was back in February. It was supposed to have happened on the 17th of January, which was supposed to have been YCS Pasadena, but because of COVID, it did not come to pass. So they ended up hosting a remote duel tournament, and YCS Pasadena will now take place this coming September, which I'm actually excited for because I actually just might show up. I don't know if I will or not. There's like so many cards for so many different decks that I need to get. I don't even think that's possible. So I might show up, I might not. Who the fuck knows? But we ended up getting the ban list for the February 2022 format, and the ban list at that point was actually fairly decent. I mean, we ended up getting Arch Nemesis Protoss banned, which was mainly because of the Sword Soul strategy. Eva got banned because of Drytron. Some more Bird of Sovereignty, which was an interesting pick because of the fact that Lureless Tri-Brigade was just abusing the card to the point of no return. So it was pretty nutty. Imperial Order got banned once again after so many years, funny enough. Astrograph Sorcerer got limited to 1. Destrudo got limited to 1. Fairy Tale Snow got limited to 1. Lunarlight Tiger got limited to 1. Lureless Recital Starling got limited to 1. Monster Gate got limited to 1, which was an interesting pick. Pot of Desires, which was an even more interesting pick, but if you think about it, Pot of Desires makes sense. It makes sense for them to limit the card to 1, because for one, you're banishing literally a quarter of your deck. At least a quarter of your deck. Why would you do that? Why would you do that when you could be banishing your main combo piece to go for game? It just doesn't make sense. Yes, it does count as technically a pot of greed, but it's not worth it. It's not worth banishing 10 cards. Let's see here. A Hero Lives got semi-limited to 2. Fusion Destiny got semi-limited to 2. Nadir Soaring got semi-limited to 2. Salmon Great Circle got limited to 2. And then of course Scapegoat went up to 2. Danger Nessie went up to 3. Skullcrab Joker went up to 3. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon went up to 3, which makes sense with the new errata. With the new errata, it really doesn't do a whole lot at 1, but at 3, it's possible. Emergency Teleport to 3, Regeki to 3, and Skill Drain to 3. So that was the last ban list. Now I'm gonna showcase to you guys the decks that were in as far as the top 32. Or actually, I have a better idea. Let me see if I can go to the blogs, because I think I might be able to find something. I guess not? I guess not. I don't think I'll be able to, unless if I looked up the Swiss format. No, I guess not. I guess not. As of now, right now, YCS Guadalajara is actually currently going on right now, so it's kind of crazy. But let me see about something. Let's see. 2 Swiss format decks. Let's see about the Swiss. Because I know that there were so many different decks that took part in YCS Charlotte. Okay, so based on some of the decks that took part in the format, there were so many different decks that showed up to YCS Charlotte. Okay, I guess not. There was really nothing, but the main decks that showed up to YCS Charlotte were Sky Striker, Invoke Dogmatica, Dragon Link, Dogmatica Shadal, Despia, Pure Eldritch, Cyber's Eldritch, Sword Soul Tenny, Flowunderies, Adventure Synchro, and Adventure Prank Kids. As far as my ban list predictions, I'm going to be only focusing on the Adventure Prank Kids, the Adventure Synchro, the Flowunderies, Sword Soul Tenny, Cyber's Eldritch, and Pure Eldritch decks that were in that ended up in the top 32, who ended up making it to the top 16. So for this, I'm gonna showcase to you guys those decks off of YGOProDeck.com. Big shoutouts to them. No copyrights. You guys know how this works with the algorithm. But if you guys did not remember, in my episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue from this past Friday, I was actually talking about YCS Hartford as far as like what decks we could expect, and I'm going to showcase to you guys what cards I think should be banned, taken off the list, limited to 1, and semi-limited to 2. So, starting with the cards that I think should get banned, mainly focusing on the Adventure Prank Kids deck, hands down, or actually rather, I say limit to 2, or at least 1. I would say Rite of Armisier. Rite of Armisier is one of the main combo starters of the entire Prank Kids, the entire Adventure Prank Kids build, and it helps you go into your link plays, such as your Link Spider, and then link up, and then link climb into the Verde Anaconda, pay the 2,000, send the Fusion Destiny to the graveyard, which will allow you to go into DPE in an instant. It's a main combo starter. I know some people might think, oh, it's better at 3. It's good. No, this card is stupid good. It's so broken. There are no words to describe how broken it is. I would honestly say, I can honestly tell you, I would not mind if this card went to 2 or 1, but if this card got banned, that would be interesting. That would be very, very interesting to say the very least. But speaking of Anaconda, Verde Anaconda definitely needs to go to 1. It's just too cancerous. as crazy as it is for me to say it, because I run Verde Anaconda in some of my decks, in some of the decks that I've built over the years. Verde Anaconda is a cancerous deck. By the way, shoutouts to Starbucks for the coffee. And if you guys hear music in the background, I've got Midna's theme from Twilight Princess on my Fire Stick. No copyrights. You guys know how this works with the algorithm. But anyway, it's a cancerous card because it helps you go into your DPE plays. It can even also help you go into your Super Poly plays as well, which is just absolutely stupid. Funny thing, but the funny thing though is that with the Prank Kids deck, usually it would be a 60 card build. He decided to go for the 40 card build. Which was kind of interesting to say the very least. Eldritch decks definitely need a bit of a facelift, if you will. I would definitely say Golden Land to one. Reason being is because Golden Land is an absolute house. So Curse Eldland is a continuous spell, and I've talked about this card. Excuse me, several times on the channel before, but if you guys have never read it before, it says you cannot declare attacks except with zombie monsters. You can only use each of the following effects of Curse Eldland once per turn. You can pay 800 life points, add 1 Eldritch monster or Golden Land spell trap from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent from the back row to the grave, you can send 1 Eldritch monster or Golden Land spell trap from your deck to your grave. So it acts as sort of like a fool's burial of sorts. But one thing that boggles my mind is the fact that that Eldritch decks are not running Zombie World because Eldritch the Golden Lord is a zombie. So why would you not want to run Zombie World into this deck? And if you look at the Eldritch deck, which was ran by Jerome Adams, which is a pure build, he had 2 Golden Lord, he had 2 Lord of the Heavenly Prison, 2 Curse Eldland, 3 Extravagance, 1 White Destiny, 2 Anti-Spell, 2 Goes in Match, 3 Conquistador, 2 Haquero, 1 Golden Land Forever, 3 Scarlet Sanguine, 3 Punishment, 3 Ice Dragon's Prison, 2 Torrential Tribute, 3 Skill Drain, 3 Solemn Strike, and 3 Teekamboo, which is a very crazy ass build. His extra deck was just absolutely nuts. Cards like Phoenix and Macabre. The funny thing with Macabre is that you would need a Super Poly target. You would need, but here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about Macabre. It's the fact that you need Alistair and a Light Monster. You have a Light Monster in the form of Eldritch. But the reason why Macabre is in here is because of the Dogmatic Punishment. It's because Punishment's effect reads, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, send 1 monster with an equal or higher attack from your deck from your extra deck to the grave, and if you do, destroy that monster until the end of your next turn. After this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck, and you can only activate Punishment once per turn. You could run Monster Reborn to bring the Macabre back, but I don't think it would work that way. So, as far as the Eldritch deck goes, definitely Curse Eldland to 1 because it's just too broken. It's too broken. Being able to just add Eldritch or a Golden Land spell a trap to your hand, and Fool's barreling it to your graveyard it's just too broken. I would say put this to 1 or ban it. Ice Dragon's Prison definitely to 1. I think Ice Dragon's Prison is just too powerful of a card to keep at 3. Which if they don't do that, it just doesn't make sense. But Jerome Adams actually went 9-2 during the whole tournament, including the Swiss format, which was kind of a crazy one. Which is interesting because Trap Eldritch is a deck that focuses on that focuses off the lack of back row removal in the current meta, and so by using a plethora of floodgates, such as the Scarlet Sanguine, the monster traps, the Tekken boosts, the skill drains, the punishments. It makes it so you're able to just completely combo off and just go balls deep with the deck, which is pretty crazy. Called by the Grave. I'm saying it now. Called by the Grave to 2. Mystic Mine ban, because Mystic Mine is too much of a fucking cancer to keep in the format. I don't know why Konami has not banned this card, but this is one card that definitely needs to get hit. Call by the Grave needs to come back up to 2, at least to 2, because by having it at 1, people are gonna be able to combo off without having to deal with call by. If they ban call by, it means that pretty much there's going to be nobody in the game is going to be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh with the amount of hand traps that we have in the format. And as far as like extract monsters that we could definitely see get hit, I would probably have to say Aurora Dawn. I would have to say Aurora Dawn ban or limit to 1. Reason actually limit to 1, it really does nothing. Putting it to 1 does nothing because you use only 1 copy anyway. But with this card, it basically helps you with your synchro plays, and there are so many other cards that can help go into your synchro plays if you're running a synchro heavy base deck, such as the Helga Fibrax and also and several others. So Aurora Dawn, it's token spam to help you link climb into your link 3s, your link 4s and whatnot. So I would probably say ban the card. But yeah, I think those are the ones that I feel like should those are some of the cards that I feel like should get hit and put at 1. But as far as like what cards that are currently on the bans, I feel like should be taken off. Hands down. I know this might be a bit of a far-fetched theory, but I would have to say number 95, Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. The reason why I say this card should be taken off the list at least to 1, it's because there's nobody in the format playing Thunder Dragon, and Thunder Dragon became one of the most broken decks in the format because of number 95. And funny enough, when the card was first printed, it became one of the most it became one of the most broken cards in the format for one particular YCS. I don't remember what it was, but it became pretty broken. And not only that, it fell off. It fell off the format for years and years until we got the Thunder Dragon archetype, and we ended up getting cards like Titan and Colossus, and eventually number 95 just became a house. With some of the new Galaxy Eye support that we have been getting over the last couple years, I feel like it could really, I feel like this card, Dark Matter Dragon, could really benefit with the Galaxy Eyes build. So I truly believe that this card could definitely come up to 1. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing seeing cards like possibly like I don't even know, honestly. Honestly, I think it would be hilarious if Potted Greed, if cards like Potted Greed came up to 1, if cards like that and Snatch Steal came up to 1, that would be funny, because Snatch Steal is just a stupid card. Potted Greed is just draw 2. There's no drawbacks for it. Seriously, I just don't. I don't know, but I think those are just some of the cards I feel like should be hit. And as far as what cards should be limited to 1, definitely the ones that I had talked about. Because if the cards if the cards do not get touched, hands down, this upcoming format is gonna be just stupid. There's no words to describe it, to be honest. But another card. Oh, also, I almost forgot. Another card I feel like should also come up to at least 2. And this is probably going to be the most hilarious thing I've ever said in my whole career as a content creator. I would say Harvey's Feather Duster to 2. Now I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, why to 2? It just means more back row removal for your deck. If your deck lacks back row removal, and your deck has no use for cards, like Lightning Storm and Twin Twister, Harvey's Feather Duster is like the best thing going. And by putting Feather Duster to 2, who knows what can happen? There's no telling what could happen. But those are just my predictions anyway. I really don't know exactly when we're gonna get the ban list, but we will see. We will see as time progresses. But that brings me to the question of the day. What are your guys' predictions for the upcoming summer 2022 ban list? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more ban list predictions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. So that way you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And as always, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. All the links will be in the description below. And as always, if you guys want to send me fan mail, you guys want to see me open it up on the channel, all the info will be in the description as well. Excuse me. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.